So first thing is what is a throttling? Uh, so here throttling is basically it's allowed to control the number of successful hits to an API during a given period. Tip, exactly whenever you are making any API, okay, so consumer will come over here and they will consume the API. Then throttling policy is basically it's allowed to users for successfully hitting. If successfully hit, means we can say consumer can consume API successfully. So throttling is important for the allowing the number of users for successfully getting the request, and also it's responsible for the number of users, how many number of users is capturing this API. That is also important into this throttling. Now this is the first point, to protect your APIs from common types of security attacks, such as certain types of denial of services attacks. So it will also protect from the API, means just in terms of the security. It's provide the security for if which person can access this API. So security is also important because sometimes they are not making security point of view. Then if you are calling that URL, you can see the sometimes if you call the URL, it show the some error message, but exactly you did not find out why its error message is coming. So exactly that is just we can say the unsuccessful of API. Yeah, we can say the it's not success. We can say it's denial of services. We can say because it's not subscribing properly. Now, second thing is here to regulate the traffic according to infrastructure availability. So it will regulate the traffic according to infrastructure, because sometimes you can see the infrastructure is different. Sometimes it's running under maybe cloud, sometimes it's running under some another server, any other server, not the cloud infrastructure. So it may be the different based on that server availability. It also regulate the traffic based on the server availability, means what yes, infrastructure is here. Many different protocols is here, many operating system is here. So that is also the have the big roles for the infrastructure. Now third thing is here to make an API application or a resource available to a consumer at different levels of service, usually for monetization purpose. Okay, so if you are making the API, you always think about the monetization basically, because the monetization is important. Because if it is a internal purpose, then it is a use, but it's less use, we can say. But if we are going for the use perspective, so monetization is important. So this is the three main things that is important for the throttling. And that is a, we can say that this is the aim for the throttling, means the goal for the throttling. So why we are going with the throttling. So that is the based on these three rules we need to make the policies. Now, if we talk about the throttling in the WSO2 APIM, so based on central policy servers called traffic manager. So based on the central policy servers like the traffic manager, so traffic manager is responsible for this throttling always. It makes the policy, and based on that policy, every API will be work. Then the second thing is it's include a powerful Siddhi runtime based decision engine. Siddhi is just one we can say that engine, whenever you are going for that runtime, then it will take the decision which policy is sent to which means sorry which means a number of requests is coming, so which request is going on to which servers. The time also it's take the decision because number of servers is here, so the particular request should be go on the that server, particular server. So decision, it's take the decision. Now third thing is flexibility to design throttling policy based on the request count, bandwidth, roles, billing plans, custom policy, and so on. So flexibility is depend on this policy based on the request count. Request count is important first thing because if number of requests, so how it will handle, it is important. Second thing is the bandwidth. How many users is uh, means based on the particular bandwidth, because sometimes it's a issue of the speed. So bandwidth is important for the speed because you are calling that API. Bandwidth is related to speeds. Then second, then roles. Which type of roles you are accessing the API. Then billing plans. What plans you are using, like the bronze plan, the gold plan. Based on the plans, also it's subscribed. Then custom policies. Custom policy means whatever the policy you made for this throttling. So throttling policy is also important for this thing. Custom policy you are making like that, just you want only just 5,000 users for your policy. It's just one within 1 second, just 500 requests, sorry, 5,000 requests will come, and that will be survive. So that is also you can define into this custom policies some rules, regulations. Then last is the supports throttling as well as instantaneous blocking of requests. It supports throttling as well as instantaneous blocking. Means it's not depend on the any instance. Any instance, if any problem blocking of request is coming, means a request is blocking, then it will help for that. It's make some throttling policies for that.
Well, I guess I remember that instantaneous blockage is for certain rules, means it will block without asking for counts and anything like this. So if you, for example, apply rule blocking on IP, then this call will be blocked instantaneously without asking any further layers. It is because if you are having denial DDoS attacks, so basically some DDoS attacks are getting from some bot farms and bot clouds, and these DDoS attacks are say very powerful because you get a lot of calls with from distributed places. So then it's important to have a possibility to block this request very soon. So for example, you can block it by some kind of header or by some kind of group of IPs or some kind of name or some kind of user agent. Then it will filter out much quicker bots, which is sometimes it is important because you get DDoS attack. It can DDoS even very powerful network equipment and very powerful farms. So
yeah,
they
it's
block it better.
network bandwidth also important here. And one more thing is here. We can say whenever the server is down, then that type of events happen exactly.
Yes, in my previous job, I was managing big network, so we had sometimes big attacks. So therefore, we get some insights how these attacks are organized and how to deal with attacks. Of course, they were not very serious for us because our network is quite powerful, but nevertheless, sometimes it happens that if you have one or two servers which are serving the normal users, then it's very easy to put them down, even by using a lot of users requesting some stupid things like refreshing a page every 5 seconds or something
Yes,
like that.
yes, yes. A browser issue like that, cache, sometimes cache. So any issues maybe arise. It's not
Yeah.
based on, we can't say the total responsibility of server. It's also the sometimes the client side also have some problem. So
Oh,
because if you are sending the request, also it's not accepting. Maybe
yes.
it's related to issue cache, anything maybe issue. So blocking of requests maybe a different reason, many reasons for the blocking of requests. Already you told, already you discussed about the number of reasons. All right.
Okay, okay.
Now, features and concepts of throttling. There are three levels in throttling: API or resource level. First one. Second is a subscription level. Third is the application level. Okay, so API or resource level throttling means just for the resource related things. Means sometimes this resource is not available, like data servers sites, some issues related to the resource. So that time we can say the resource level, subscription level, how many users will subscribe. A subscription related issue may be any issue. It's also for the authentication or authorizations related things also in subscription level issue. Then application level issue. Application means if its application is not correctly working, whenever you are sending the request, you are fetching the response. That time also these are the three types of levels in throttling. Then conditional throttling based on the HTTP header. Query parameters, JWTs, and IPs. IP related things, query parameters related things, also the JWTs and HTTP headers. So that type of means we can say the conditional throttling is based on this all the thing. Now blacklisting. If you are blacklisting the APIs, applications, IPs, and user, you are if you are blacklisted, that time also the APIs is not working properly, smoothly. Applications, IPs, and users also. Then burst controlling. Burst controlling means sometimes it's happen whenever the number of the resource is not available, number of the request is going, there's a handler is not properly responsive. This thing also the number of load balancer is not working properly. The time the burst controlling situation is happen. Then backend throttling. Backend throttling also is important here. Backend sites, you need to fix the policies for this because everything is here for API is depend on the backend. Third thing is the custom policies. We need to make some custom policies also for this. Now is the traffic manager. What is the role of the traffic manager? Traffic manager is dedicated for the is dedicated to API requests, event processing, throttle policy evaluations, and decision making through the Siddhi runtime. So we can say the traffic manager is whenever basically the main task of the traffic manager just it's limited resources, limited the number of users, limited the server request. So everything just it should be managed by the traffic managers. Now, if you are API request event processing, it will take the just limited because they are making some policies based on the throttling policy it will work. Then also throttle policy evaluations and also for the decision making means if in milliseconds request is coming into milliseconds, so which task should be allotted to which client, it's also important. It's client browser, you can say that. So they can access based on the Siddhi runtime. Siddhi runtime is the basically the server response. We can say that this is the server because it take the decision which for decision purpose always we use this Siddhi runtime. Now second thing is here, if any request is throttled, then the traffic manager sends those details to a JMS topic. Okay, so if any request is throttled, also then the traffic manager send that this detail to the JMS console. It is also because it's also used for the aesthetical purpose. Aesthetics purpose means how many requests is total and how many requests is denied, how many requests is accepted. Everything is over there. Now every gateway node is subscribed to this JMS topic. Hence the gateway nodes get notified to of total decisions through JMS messages. So we can say that every gateway node is subscribed to the this JMS topic, and also gateway nodes would be notified based on the total decision through JMS message. Now, these are also some of the tasks for the document. The total decision message that comes to the gateway contains the total key, total window, expiry time, and total state. Okay, so in throttling policy, these are the main parameters like the total key. Total key is important because it's generating key for the this policy. Then total window expiry time, when it should be the expire, and also the throttling state. Different states for the throttling is here. Now second thing is these properties will be used by the throttle handlers to take decision about incoming message to the gateway. Okay, so all these properties will be used into throttle handler. Once throttle handler is responsible for this thing, it will take the decision about the incoming message to the gateway. Now third point is here, binary or trip transports can be used to publish this data from the gateway to the traffic manager. So binary or trip transports is used basically for the publishing this data from the gateway to traffic manager. From gateway to traffic manager, this data should be trip transport, binary trip transport is used for the basically for the publishing this data. Means whatever the data, whatever the request you are making for the server, that is basically for the ship transport purpose. In this implementation, we can say this data publishing has been implemented asynchronously. In this implementation, this data publishing also implemented asynchronously. It's not asynchronously order. In order to remove the overhead of the data publishing from the API request part. Because sometimes if you are publishing data publishing, but it's if it is synchronously, it will not move based on the uh, uh, based on the uh, we can say now just like that API request part. If you are sending some based on the API request part, okay, you are publishing. After that you are using that API request part. So you if you want to remove the overhead of data publishing, so always it should be implemented as a asynchronous. Then how it will work, traffic manager. Here is the architecture. So first is here is the admin portal. From admin portal, we are setting the some policies. We are making the policy just based on the admin portal. So admin is responsible for this thing to making the policies for the traffic manager. Here I am making some rate limiting policies and based on these policies I am calling to traffic manager. What it will do, it will take the request from the API gateway. Okay, then after that it's process, traffic manager will process, and based on the rate limiting policies which I made from the admin portal, yeah, whatever the in custom policies I can made from the admin portal, anything whatever you want to set, you can set here. It may be for the user number of requests, yeah, it means yeah, any other things means for the resources purpose, otherwise you can set for the timing. Everything is dependency on just admin portal. So admin portal is responsible for this thing. Now if you are its request is going to traffic manager. Traffic manager is event processor. You know the event processor, which event when it should be happen, it managed by the event processor. Now message broker is sending the message. MB, you told about the MB, so MB is here just for the which message it's sent to through the API gateway. It's responsible for this sending the message and receiving the message. So this is all the role of the traffic manager. Basically, for the yeah, you can say that it's just a small architecture how the flow through the traffic manager. Now we can say the throttling. So throttling is just like that. How many requests is going per minute? Yeah, just you can see this is the with this architecture. Like the 10 requests per minute is going. Here 100 requests per minute is going. Okay, sorry, 1000 requests per minute is going. Means 50 requests per second should we go. This is the Android system. Okay, now if we talk about the Apple. So Apple also from Apple means if you are using Apple and this is the Android, now you are using Apple software, then also 5 requests per minute sending. So 250 requests per minute sending. because 10 requests per second. Okay, so the API on the gateway is exposed over a minimum of 3 subscription tiers, each allowing the 1000 requests per minute and 250 requests per minute and 5000 requests per minute. So here we can say the 3 subscription plans is here. Sometimes it's 1000 requests per minute, sometimes it's 250 requests per minute and 5000 requests per minute. Now, if we talk about the browsers like that, Explorer, Edge browser, Internet Explorer, and also the Safari, Opera, anything. It may be Firefox also. So here, if I'm sending the 100 requests per month, so how many requests is going here? 5000 requests per minute means 100 requests per second is going. So these all the requests is sending to the WSO2 API manager. Now, what it will do? It will just filter the request after sending from different sources. Now it will be sent to the server like that here. You can say the 1 million requests per minute may be sent. So this request is handled over here. So throttling is just taking the decision. It's just architecture where we are sending the request. Okay, like that here is telling the API and the gateway is exposed over a minimum of 3 subscription tiers, each allowing the 1000 requests per minute, 250 requests per minute, and 5000 requests per minute. So it is just different systems. Means you can sending the request from the Android, Apple, yeah, anything. Also, you are sending with the browsers. If you are using laptop, then means in laptop also you are using this. It is also sending from the different browsers, different operating system. So you are sending this request from the different environment. Yes. So how throttling will works? Whenever you are sending number of requests, then how it will work? So here is the API gateway, then API traffic manager here, API publisher admin dashboard, and API key manager. Now how it will work? So first is the, we can say, API gateway, and we are talking with the API gateway is talking with the API traffic manager. So first it will send the requested data. Okay, it's not total. Not total means it's not based on the policies. Based on the policy, it's not we are sending just because anything maybe come over here. Now, if I am sending this publish API request data, it should be going to API traffic manager. Then there is the basically we can say the message broker is there. So message broker is sending some message, whatever the conditions based on that, it's responded back to the API gateway. Message broker is working from the is worked on the traffic manager. Now, if we talk about the API key manager, after the traffic managers, we will talk about the API key manager, because key manager is important here. Key generations and tokens and everything for this it's responsible. So API key manager is just sending. It's also connected with the API gateway here. Then it's load the initial total means it will take the some based on the total policy, it will communicate here. Then data means it's block the conditions and key templates. So we are going with the data because it's blocking the conditions and also the key templates. Now it is going to API gateway. API gateway is connected with the traffic manager. Here also it's connected with the API key managers. So if it's working fine, then API key manager will respond to API gateway. It based on the throttling policies is sending some data. Yeah, messages we can say. So from one system by API key manager to the API gateway. Now one important thing is here publishers. So API publishers also responsible for the publishing policies, block the conditions and key templates. So publisher is basically for the publishing the policies, for publishing the API. Also is responsible API publishers, conditions, also key templates. Now, how we can deploy the total policies? So here we can deploy the total policy based on in WSO2 API manager. So here is the admin dashboards, then API traffic manager. It will connect with the API traffic manager. Total policy user interface here, then total policy generators here, because it's everything into throttling. So total policy user interface, total policy generators here. Now you can say check on the this thing. If you are working with the Carbon server, you can check this thing also. In carbon.super sub branch, like that, this is the name of this and descriptions, execution for plan for the sub branch. 1 minute. Now you can see. Okay, so first name like that, carbon.super sub branch, execution plan for the sub branch. So here description is available, which type of plan is here. Now if you want to import something, we can import directly with the stream. Also here the export with the stream. Now from request stream, it select the message ID. Message ID it will select like that carbon.super or branch subscription tier. So if it is the API tenant is a carbon.super and subscription tier is equal to branch, then it's eligible for, it's just SQL queries. It's available eligible for the subscription key as a total key. Okay, then insert into eligibility stream. Anything if you want to insert into eligibility stream, then from eligibility strings is if it is eligible equal to true,